Welcome to Chewing the Fat. This is our first episode. On my right, I've got Ozzy. On my left, I've got Terry. And here we are, boys.
In the middle, we got Red.
Obviously, got myself, Red, or
Red
Will,
Eyes.
however you guys want to call me. Some of you might not know me. Some of you might know me from my music. Some of you might just be my mate or my friend. But if you don't know me, my name is Will, Red, and say hello, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Hello to all the listeners. My name is Ozzy. Well, in Bournemouth area, more or less everyone knows me. I'm like a local legend. And that's it. Over to Terry.
Hi guys, Terry. Hit like and subscribe. We've been doing this for a little while, but it's the first time we've decided to do it as a podcast. So follow us for live content.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we've just been having conversations, but never uploaded them on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, we've always talked about stuff, and I think there's so much interesting stuff that we talk about. We decided, we need a platform.
Someone has to hear this.
Someone has
to
hear what we talk about. Some of the stuff we talk about,
Not all of it.
Well, not all of it, but I'm the only Gen X here, so I've got these Gen Zs to kind of live bait me. Let's crack on. We'll talk about a few things that people have emailed in. A few local people that have asked us to mention things as well. Please put your stories, email your stories into @talktomefat.com, and hopefully you'll be mentioned. And
Maybe one day you'll even come here as a host.
You never know. You never know. We also do have, I don't know, did you mention about the email?
The emails.
Yeah. So we've got an email. I'll probably, at some point we want to get it so it's the email is through like a light boost.
Yeah. So hopefully we're going to have a hologram on the wall. But again, if you do need to email in, it's @talktomefat.com. With the @ symbol, not AT.
No, I think it's talktomefat@gmail.com.
Do you think?
Yeah, no, it is.
Is it really?
It is. No, is when you put it on YouTube. So it's talktomefat@gmail.com.
I'm sure you can just put it on the screen.
It'll be up here anyway.
We'll tag it in.
Yeah.
We'll tag it in.
Yeah.
So if Will wants to crack on, I'm sure he's got a laptop. We've got plenty of things to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Other than just a normal rant between ourselves.
Let's start off with the first one. So this is an email by Luke Watson. He sent it in, and the first question is, does hot weather make British people go insane? What do you guys reckon?
Well, what I've experienced for the past week on the traffic is actually absolutely been manic. People are going crazy on the road. No one's letting each other out. Everyone's horning. People are probably drunk as well, drunk driving. It's actually been bad.
Yeah, I probably agree, and I think it definitely has maybe pissed people off a bit more because everyone's hot, everyone's sweaty, everyone's sticky, or in a way, or for the people that are working at least.
Yeah, I think it's the hot weather in the UK is completely different to hot weather elsewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
Some people will not understand what we mean by this. Ozzy's been to Turkey, and I'm sure that he'll say when it's 32 degrees in the UK, it's a completely different type of heat that you're experiencing. So it does make you a little bit miserable. Again, I'm sure you've done it from Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. I mean, it's exactly the same. I mean, for some reason here in the UK, it feels so humid. And
I've done Africa, Spain, parts of Europe, so I'm not gonna.
I don't think we are used to it in this country because the houses are keeping the heat inside.
Of course,
doesn't it?
Because I think in the UK all houses are designed for the winter. That's why every house has a radiator. We don't really have aircon. We don't.
No, but I think we're going to hopefully, if people are viewing this and this does go anywhere, hopefully they'll start making it a mandatory thing. I think it'll be mandatory at some point for the UK to have aircon.
We shouldn't attack the beaches. We shouldn't trust the beaches, especially what's happened last week in Bournemouth.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure any of you
have
seen it.
Yeah, all that chaos in Bournemouth on the Bournemouth beach.
Yep. But you're going to get chaos because there's too many people.
Yeah.
Too many dreams. Too many teenagers.
Yeah, man.
There's too many. You got, the beach is what, an 8-mile stretch from one side to the other, and people are gonna. I mean, you can't just pitch up and just put your towel down and then go for a swim, because you're fighting for every little bit of space on the beach. If you are local to Bournemouth, speak to a local, because they'll tell you where there's little pockets of paradises where you don't have to put up with.
Some parts of Sandbanks is actually quiet. It's always quiet.
Nah, but I heard that apparently down at Sandbanks the other day it was the same shit.
Not right in front of the actual main bit of Sandbanks.
It's always the main bit, so is where the car parks, and then you kind of lead out towards the beaches. Generally there, it's packed. Bournemouth Pier's generally packed. So
have you seen all these people parking on the roundabouts? All the double yellow lines?
Yeah.
Because some people...
You know the bridge, and you know the what was it, the wheel in Bournemouth?
Yes.
You know the bridge, everyone's parking on the bridge.
But again, that's going to come down to, without getting political on it, that's this British government. If someone's parked illegally like that, why don't they go and just pick the car up and take it to the crusher?
Well, the thing is, I think it's
people,
it's the money as well, right? I think they'd love to give fines and the tickets, parking. It helps the council a lot.
It does,
as well.
yeah. But they're not prepared to do what is needed to actually sustain a proper life for people. I mean, we're quite close to the beach, and we can't get to the beach.
Oh, no way. I mean,
as the crow flies, what, beach is 2 miles? As the crow flies, and yet if you want to drive your car or even a moped, you're looking at 20 minutes to do 2 miles. Yeah. And sometimes it could be, if you're 5 miles out, there's an hour. Yeah. You're like, so rather than just going putting tickets on cars and fining people who will then wait for it to go to court and then plead, I haven't got the money, I can't afford it, so then they'll pay £1 a week for the next 100 years to pay off the fine.
Yeah.
Just go and pick the car up and crush it.
Yeah. Oh, but I think that...
Well, that's a bit harsh. I think that's a bit harsh. I have a nice car, personally. I don't know about you, Terry.
So
I wouldn't want it to be getting crashed. I would rather just pay the fine.
Oh, so you will park illegally then?
Well, if it comes to it, sometimes you will have to, right? If everyone else is doing it, you'll have to park it.
Nah,
Why should I just go back home?
But you know what? I reckon...
You don't have to follow everybody. If that's like saying if you jump up, someone tells you to jump off a cliff, will you do it? The rules are there. If you use the car park, use a car parking space, use it correctly, then everyone's going to go, okay, if the beach is full, like I said, speak to a local, find the other spots. There's loads.
Yeah, but I think most people done that because they're all coming from different towns and cities. So they don't care. They don't care. I don't think that was people from actual Bournemouth.
No. So what we need to do is we need to get a lorry that goes round and actually with Vosa and just scan the number plate. Oh look, they're from Hampshire. We'll crush that fucker. Oh look, that one's from Leeds. We'll crush that fucker.
Yeah.
But
that's what we should do.
But then you'd get loads of people just going insane.
Imagine you have an amazing day on the beach. You're having fun. You're having a few pints, and then next thing you know, your car is smashed up.
But if you can imagine it. If you can imagine that someone does park illegally and the truck pulls up, picks their car up and crushes it, how many people that you're going to get looking at that is going to be thousands. People are going to go, why are you doing that? Parked illegally. Can guarantee you next time there's hot weather and those people come back down to the area, they're not going to park illegally.
But I don't think that's one of the biggest problems we got down here.
Cars crushed.
I don't think...
No, we've got bigger problems.
Yeah, we do actually. We do actually have bigger problems.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, Bournemouth is a really nice place. Peaceful if you compare it to the rest of the country, right? So I think I'm quite happy. I shouldn't really complain about it.
No.
Most people that I've met that come to Bournemouth from other places, they always say they came. The reason they came down here because it's a very quiet place. It's obviously a bit more peaceful, obviously because of the beach as well. But I think Bournemouth compared to other places is a bit. It's just.
And to be fair,
manic.
There are people, whether it will be Birmingham-based, London-based, there's people that have never actually been to a proper seaside beach. I mean, I've lived up north, and I'll go, okay, let's go to the beach. And you end up going to what is just rocks.
Yeah,
You can't even walk on it.
Yeah.
The sea looks like brown sewage. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
It's not even sand.
Even when you go Blackpool's the only nice beach, but then look at the area. It's in such a bad state, Blackpool. They need to be putting money into these areas rather than spending the money on asylum housing and shit.
Maybe welfare system as well. A lot of people are scamming the welfare system, especially that woman who's got caught in the gym.
Oh,
who's
what?
supposed to be diagnosed with
Yeah,
whatever
I've
she
seen that. I've
did.
seen that. Did you see that? She. It's similar to that thing I told you about the woman who got caught because she was claiming benefits and she got over like 20,000 in benefits and she went traveling and went to Mexico. I think I told
Was she
you.
scamming the people? Was she? Was she actually scamming the system?
Yeah, she was scamming the system, and
Right,
she got. But then they obviously caught her. But then with this case, the woman said she couldn't walk or something.
She was
wasn't it?
diagnosed with some sort of a medical problem, which I
had a
won't be
problem
able
with
to
her knee or
explain.
something.
But apparently, she wasn't able to walk quite well.
So she,
Oh.
she was saying that I cannot walk, I can't move.
Yeah.
So then she obviously got paid for it, and then they caught her that she had been attending this gym for I don't know how long, but quite a while.
Her working out as well.
And
the
they've seen
footage
it. I
of
think
her
over
working
like
out.
2 years that she was working out at this gym. They got all the camera footage, and basically she was saying that she couldn't walk when she was at the
Yeah.
gym.
I mean, when you look at the level of disabilities and what people are able to claim for,
Yes.
it's pretty horrific. If you've got a disability that is, I'm not going to say just visible, because people have got internal problems as well that we might not be able to, like having a stoma bag. If they're wearing clothes, you can't see that they've got a stoma bag. Now, what they have to do to kind of live their day, they can't eat things, they can't drink things. Everything has to be through a tube injected into the body. I mean, there's myself, of course, that's one leg.
Yeah.
And the question is, if I haven't got the prosthetic aid on, how far can I walk?
Yeah.
Well, if you stand up and I say, right, stand on one leg, and then you're not allowed to put the other leg down, but I want you to walk, how far are you going to walk?
Not far.
You can't.
You're
It's
going to be
physi-
hopping.
It's physically impossible. So I can't live my life without an aid.
Yeah.
You guys can.
Well,
So I think if somebody is saying that I'm disabled and can't do this, and that they actually can.
in this country, I think it's pretty easy to get diagnosed with your medical issues. For example, we went to Thor Park a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and we kind of went on a double date. And the girls, I think, as far as I remember, they had ADHD, right?
Yeah.
With ADHD, you can actually skip queues on the amusement parks because they can't wait.
Well, because they
Apparently they
can't.
can't wait
What, is it
until
because
you-
they can't like stand in the line?
I don't know what it is. And the funny part is, you can actually take up to 3 people with you, skip the queues. That's what it doesn't make sense.
It's
For
not even like your
example,
family. It's just like anyone.
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 Doesn't matter who.
Yeah, I think that's down for the park to decide. I think the park can have its own rules.
It's not just a park. It's all over Europe. It's in Disney's. It's everywhere. But I don't think
But all of
you
these
should
things,
be able to skip the queues just because you have ADHD. Maybe just for one person, but
Yeah.
not 3 more with you.
no, and
I mean, I was loving it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I didn't wait in any queues. Some people would have to wait 50 minutes
yeah.
per ride, which takes 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
But then that's where we've kind of gone as a society. The society is going a lot further to technology, and the technology is just going. So in another 20 years, people are going to lose the ability to be able to do manual things because the technology is just too far. And where technology is increasing, they're going, oh, okay, well, ADHD, let's incorporate that as part of that. Let's do that. And there doesn't seem to be any realistic things happening. We're jumping way too far in advance, which would bring me on to another question, which a gentleman spoke to, I believe, both of us.
Okay.
And his name was Martin, and he asked us, do you feel that wolves and lynx should be reintroduced into Great Britain? Do you obviously know what a lynx is?
Lynx? I don't think so.
Lynx is like a cat, like a very small tiger.
Oh, okay. But they should be
But
introduced to wolves.
no, they should be introduced back into Britain's countryside along with wolves. And I know it's very kind of topic based. You're going to get perhaps a lot of farmers or rural people that are going, no, because that's going to disturb the ecosystem. Because we're going too far. We're now growing lab meat. We're doing stuff that we don't need to be doing.
100%.
An iPhone. Why are we on iPhone 15? Why do they have to repeat technology and add technology every year?
Because it's money.
Because it's money.
Lots of money.
But we need to stop that, because there's probably nothing wrong with an iPhone 1.
Well,
for
the
what
only
you need to do.
thing, the problem with the humans is just consuming it. We consume way too much. But it's
Yep.
all about consuming it. Wherever you look, you have to buy stuff. You can't do anything without your money, more or
But
less.
everything's going to run out at a point. So you take lithium, all the mining that they've done for all of the lithium's running out. So they're now turning around and going, well, we need to find an alternative, which they're going to zinc and other things. We need to reintroduce our own kind of ecosystem. So having wolves and lynx, I'd even go as far as to say birds of prey. Put them back into United Kingdom, Great Britain, Ireland, whatever, Wales. Put them in there, because it will cull the numbers of deers. It will cull the numbers of rodents. I mean, you ask a farmer how much crops have they lost because the deers have eaten them.
Well, the farmers that I've been speaking to recently, for the last couple of years or the last 3 years, they actually haven't been making much profit.
No.
So I actually know a few people, they actually gave up because there's no profit. It's just too
Again,
much of a hassle.
Again, it's because it's a sustainability issue. You're going to go to Tesco's to buy a pint of milk. If you drive another 2 miles and go to your local farm, buy it from them. That's where we need to go. We need to stop this going to Tesco's, going to Asda's, going to these massive
it's
places.
so annoying when you go into a supermarket, right, and you want to look for a product, but then you find this product, but there are also 10 of the same product.
Yeah, you're like, why?
You're like, there's so many, like you don't really know which one to choose from,
No.
and it's just annoying. Why is there so many products of the same thing?
Yeah, and even to the point that we'll have many probably viewers. They're going, oh well, I'm a vegan and I only eat organic. Well, the trouble is, organic doesn't necessarily mean that it's organic.
It's not.
You know, if you want to go down that line, you need to go to grass-fed only or grain-free, or you need to, organic. They could still be kept in a shed. I think we need a pause, and you need to go kind of, let's not keep buying the tech. Let's not keep putting money into the pockets of the supermarkets. We need to kind of just go back a little bit.
Yeah.
Start putting the money back into
Yeah.
the local communities.
I feel like too many companies is making too much money by doing all of this, and it's just
Absolutely.
yeah.
It's far too much money.
I agree with you, man.
Well,
I mean,
100%.
you go to your local shop. I mean, yours probably Tesco's.
Well,
for
my
you.
local shop is basically Tesco's. That's how
Yeah.
bad it is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine.
There's a Tesco Express or a Co-op
Yeah,
Yeah.
everywhere.
I've
aren't
got
they?
Budgeons, and you go in there, and you literally, if something is on offer, they say that we don't make no money on the offers. But if it's not on offer, it's ridiculous. I mean, cans of pop. Do you know how much they are in
I
there?
bet it. Well, I think it's what, £1.15.
More,
£1.50.
more.
What, per each?
This is a local shop, yeah. So I've done that. This is me as doing a little experiment, and I don't mind plugging Fanta with the label, just so Fanta know what.
Well, I
shop.
would refuse to pay over £1.50 for this. That's what I could say.
So
Yeah.
you'll refuse £1.50.
I think so.
Okay, so there you go. So if Fanta is looking at it, £1.49 is the recommended retail price from Aussie. Well, you will. What do you pay?
What for a can of Fanta?
Can of Fanta.
I think I can probably the same with Aussie. No more than 150, to be fair.
Okay,
No more than
I would go.
150.
I'd go as far as say 75p.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to be.
But
half
you know what
yours.
it is? You know what it is? I mean, some of these Fantas and these flavors, they're like, I've been to like a Boss Man shop, right, and they've charged me like shitloads for a can of Fanta. I'll be like, boss, why is it so expensive? Oh, because apparently it's imported. And
Yep.
obviously the normal supermarkets and shops, they don't sell these flavours, so obviously that's why they
let's just go on that a little bit as a topic. So someone's going to have to import them. So from the States. So that's going to be imported from America to the UK. Now, we know what a container, the size of a container, 24 foot by 12 foot, something like that for a container.
Yeah.
How many cans do you think you could fit in that entire container? I haven't Googled it, I don't know, but my guess is tens of thousands.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got tens of thousands, there's no way that you can't add 5p onto every can, and that will cover the import tax. Tens of thousands. That would surely cover the import tax. And then the
100%.
person's got to buy it, and then they got to sell it.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Fanta, local shops,
Shout out to Fanta from here.
£2.49 sterling
£2.49 for
each can.
I think we might want to refund this. Honestly, you
Wait,
might
you
take
paid
it back.
£2.49?
£2.49 each can.
Oh, that's crazy.
I feel bad for drinking it now.
Oh, yeah, do you know what? What did you pay the same for the Dr Pepper as well?
Yep.
You've been scammed.
Oh, you know.
No. He's done this as a literally £2.49. You're telling me that can, what it costs to produce and import to the UK, they have to sell it for £2.49 to make a profit. That's scandalous. Now, that is where we are at today in 2026. Everything anybody sells is expensive.
Well, as a business owner, what I could say is
Tastes
our
good, though.
government or the council doesn't help us make more money or it. So council they don't make. Fuck, I can't speak now.
Council don't make
Yes,
anything.
yeah. So
No.
let's take over from where I was.
But then, do you know how Fanta started?
Well, as a business owner, what I could say is they don't help small businesses.
No,
where
they don't.
a boss man will have to charge almost double the price compared to Tesco's just to be able to pay his business rates or the tax
Yep.
Or his employees.
or his employees.
And we see that time and time again because I could go back 20 years ago. 20 years ago, that you could go down to Bournemouth, you could go down to Portsmouth, you could even go near London. There were shops, places were buzzing. You could go into one shop. You could, if I go back further to early 1990s, you could go into a shop and say, "Have you got any jobs?" "Oh, actually, yeah, we've got a part-time job." "Great, I'll leave you my number." And then suddenly someone will give you a call back, or "Can you come in the next day for an interview?" That was how you could get a job. Now, today, when we want to get a job, it's okay, well, you need to go onto this website, you need to apply via that website, you have to put in your CV, you have to put in this, everything on there, and then you have to wait, which seems like an earth to wait. It's like, mate,
sometimes you don't even hear from them.
sometimes you don't hear,
Yeah.
but sometimes a day feels like 2 weeks, and then you go, okay, we'd like you to come in for an interview. And speaking just purely from experience, I noticed a guy came into a business and spoke to the manager for 10 minutes, got a job. It's like, okay, but that person was never introduced to the other staff.
Yeah.
And I find that that's not really acceptable because you're going to be working as a team.
Of course.
And it's
Do you know what? I think, if anything, the staff need to interview whoever wants the job because they're going to be the ones working with them, not the boss.
Totally agree with you.
Not the boss.
Totally agree
Do you know
with
what I
you
mean?
because a good manager will be able to give you the tools to succeed.
Exactly. And to train whoever, you know what I mean?
And I mean, I've seen it. I've seen girls that have come in, or sorry, ladies that have come in, and managers have kind of put them off. Oh, well, it's going to be lots of this and lots of that, and I don't think this is suited for you. Hasn't even given them a chance.
Yeah.
So I don't feel that managers should make the decision of who is hired and who is not. I think that should be done from the senior sales point upwards.
Can I just say as well, did you know that I read recently that as at this point over 1 million young people in the UK don't have jobs, are unemployed.
Okay.
But I'm going to defend those people because like we just said, have you tried to apply for a job?
Mate, it's difficult.
It's so hard nowadays. It's so hard. People are complaining that, yeah, people are not getting jobs. But, mate, there's so many people. Even with university degrees, people can't get jobs nowadays.
Well, that's... I totally agree with you, Will.
Well,
Yeah.
all the businesses are looking for people with experiences, right?
How'd you get the experience?
Well, you don't if you don't get employed. So
So-
someone has to make the sacrifice of employing. But the problem with these companies are, let's say, if I was to employ someone who came out from the uni, if I had a business, and if I know that they're gonna work for a year or less than a year, and then they're gonna leave just for the experience, I wouldn't want to hire them either. So there is that as well. So
Okay.
all these people who graduates from the uni,
Yeah.
they want to get jobs so that they can put it on their CVs or just to start with
So
to
are
see
you-
how they feel.
Are you saying that you'd rather employ the person who kind of like hasn't been through that and is more eager to get the job rather than...
So just as an example, guys, and sorry to cut you off
That's
there,
right.
Will, people need the experience. So we know, we're not stupid, British government have got their hands in many things. They own part of British Gas, etc., etc. Why don't companies get a tax rebate and hire those staff?
I think
So
maybe
if
even
you
their
would-
wage can be paid by the government.
There, I'm saying that's, so if you got a rebate from your tax, so your business rates say could be 40,000 a year, actually that's going to be 30,000 a year because we want you to take this person on and train them for a year, and then they can move on to other things. They might not move on though. They might be in a business where you're thinking, yeah, they're going to be here for 12 months, then they're going to go. But what if they click? What if they come in, they really like you, they really like where they're working, and they kind of fall in love with the job? Then you might actually end up having a really good employee,
Because
and you've saved money.
because I don't think most of the businesses are making as much money anymore. I don't think people are willing to risk it.
I think businesses are making a lot of money that they are not telling people about.
Well, it's probably the big corporations.
What, the dodgy
I'd
stuff?
say.
No, I mean, so, I mean, are we going to talk about what we do as a job?
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess so. I mean, I guess we might as well. We might as well say it now.
I don't particularly want to, but I'm just going to.
For the viewers.
So yeah, for the
And it kind of explains how we met each other in a way as well.
yeah. So I work here at Tile Merchants as a deputy manager, assistant manager, and Will works with me.
Yes, I do.
But he did live with Ozzy for a year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Ozzy is
finally he's out.
Ozzy is a hairdresser or barber.
Are you a hairdresser or you a barber? Or are they... What, are they even the same
Well,
thing?
I think the difference between a hairdresser and a barber is hairdresser is £50 and a barber is £20.
Okay.
So
That's okay.
I'm a barber for now, and maybe in the future I might become a hairdresser.
That's good, man. That's you know, you got to put the goals there. You got to aim somewhere.
Yeah.
But just as a clarification on what we were talking about, how many heads do you cut in a day?
I would say if it's a busy day, I would say around 25.
And a quiet
I
day?
would say, well, you never know, but I could go as low as 10 haircuts.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
I wouldn't
Bank
expect
holidays are very
Yeah.
quiet.
So just from experience, when you go into shops, some shops will actually put money into their shops to make it kind of a nice place, and some places don't. But I think if you're doing maximum 25, minimum 10, you could take an average of 15 from that. So you're going to be making £300 per day.
Let's say that.
So 5 days a week's 1,500 quid. So you're making 1,500 a week. You're going to be making £6,000 per month.
Well, taxman doesn't know that, just to make it clear from here.
You know, so you're doing
Yeah,
upwards.
let's just put the numbers down a bit, maybe.
If my math is there, you're doing upwards.
Let's
of
say
nearly
5 haircuts a day.
You're doing nearly 70,000 in a year. Yeah, it's hard. It's a job. We've all got to do it. We've got to do something.
How much are you
But-
getting taxed on that though?
A lot.
Well, I think what is the tax now? I think it's 33.5% overall.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So you say it's. I mean, they're still going to walk away with 40,000 quid a year
It's
in your
nice though,
pocket.
innit?
It's 40,000 a year in your pocket. I mean, I'd love to be on 40,000 a year. I'm not. I'm on. Sadly, this is the realism. So Will is allowed to earn so much money before he pays tax.
Imagine I earn more than my assistant manager.
Right. So Will's got a tax break. He can earn 10 or 15,000 before he pays tax. I don't get that option. I've already gone past that. Now, my wage compared to Will's wage, which we won't discuss.
We're not going to actually discuss how
We
much
won't discuss how much we get paid, but the realism is, yes, I'm on more than Will, but because Will doesn't pay tax, because he's allowed to earn so many thousand before, he's actually on a higher wage than me.
Yeah, so overall, he actually gets paid more than me, but he takes home less than me. And I take home more.
Well, the harder you work in this country, the more punishment you get.
Yeah, so the emphasis that they're kind of saying is to do nothing, but there are people, I know you defended them, that are looking for jobs.
Yeah.
But there are people that will feel jobs are way beneath them. I mean, if you have to pay the rent on your house, your mortgage, and the only job that was available to you, which was 80 quid a day, say, was cleaning out toilets, would you do the job? Damn right I would do the job. I don't care what I'm doing.
Pay the bills,
mate, I need the money. I've got to pay the bills. If I want the nice things, I've got to do the job. But there are people that are going to university, coming out of university degrees, and they're going, oh, well, you know, my uni degree will only allow me to get a job on 25k a year. But you've got to start somewhere. So rather than thinking that job's beneath me and I'm not getting paid enough, take the job and then work at it. You might find other openings.
Exactly.
But then I can bring another conversation into this, which might be more beneficial. University fees. I am sick to death of people going, oh, I've got X amount of thousand on my uni debt, and I've got to pay this, I've got to pay that. Well, why don't you look? Just they're giving you the technology. Google will literally give you every answer. I'm sure it is Minnesota. I'm sure it's Minnesota. That state of Minnesota pay for your books, pay for your travel, pay for everything, pay for your education. You can go to the university, come out of the university with a degree. There's no debt. It's all paid.
Are you saying that basically people should actually look for unis outside the UK?
If it's free. If it's free.
I mean, my friends are studying in Paris and in Berlin.
Yeah.
And they are getting free education there.
Yeah.
And as well as in Turkey as well. If you are attempted the uni, you wouldn't have to pay anything.
There you go.
I mean, you would get loans out. It's a student loan.
Yeah.
You have to pay.
Mate, why would you want a student loan? Yes, okay, the government's going to give you X amount of thousand towards the education, but that doesn't cover the cost of it. Education should be entirely free.
I think so too.
If they want you to learn and they want you to be able to be comprehensive and be able to do the right things, it should be free. If I want to go down the road to a foreign language school and learn Turkish, it should be free.
Yeah.
It should be there.
Well, especially
but what about less people gonna have jobs now, innit?
Well, no, because they won't have less jobs. Because if I could learn Turkish, why I could then take a job in Turkey?
Nah, but I'm talking about. Oh, okay. So you basically, it's free, and then obviously the government pays the teachers' wages and etc.
Yeah, they'll have to. Yeah, and also if you are a teacher, yes, we all do things for money. Money rules everything. But there is also, if you get a buzz out of the job that you do, if someone is teaching, and they go, oh, you know what? When that person gets it, it's such a buzz.
Yeah.
You know, that should all be subsidised by governments.
Yeah.
And regions. That should all be, because then if I went down the road and went, do you know what? I'm going to learn Turkish. I'll go to that school for a year. I'll learn Turkish. Then I'll go, right, okay, I've got enough money. I'm going to go on holiday to Turkey. I could find a job opening. It might be long haul lorry driving, but if I can speak the language, great.
Well, it wouldn't be a benefit for the country though. It would be a benefit for a person.
For
if
a
you
person,
make
but
money
then
in Turkey and pay your tax in Turkey.
yeah, and I get all that, but you've also got regions like Japan. So if Japan are actually crying out for lorry drivers. So if you can drive a HGV, you could literally apply for the position. You go across, they'll put you up in a place, and then you do that job.
And Japan are crying for a lot of men as well.
Yeah.
Because
And then you got places in Europe. So you got Albany, you've got somewhere in the Turkish islands. There's another one somewhere, I think Italy. They've got declining populations.
yes.
So if you could go and go, oh, yeah, okay, well, I'm going to go learn Italian, and then I'll go to that area which has got the declining population, then that allows people to go. It's the same with nursing, it's the same with doctors. So many doctors have fled the UK. They've gone, do you know what, I can earn more money doing it in New Zealand. I can earn more money doing it in the States. Why? If the government will just turn around and go, look, if that person wants to be a doctor, let them go in and take the test. If they fail the test, sorry, you can't be a doctor. You shouldn't need to have a degree from uni or something like that to be able to go in to apply for that position.
No, but I think being a doctor, though, I think it's just like the exact position. Like it's a very like.
You gotta make sure the doctor is being
Because, like, you got people's lives on the line. Do you know?
But
what I mean?
you have to take their test, and their test isn't like just a test. It's 7 years.
Yeah, but it's like the uni degree is like it's a lot to learn. Like being a doctor, like me, it's not just like any job.
No, but a doctor has to learn for 7 years.
Yes.
So once you've learnt for 7 years, then you can take the test. What I'm saying is, you should be allowed to become a doctor.
Yeah.
Without having a university degree.
Okay, so what you're saying is, even though you don't have a university degree, as long as you do the 7 years.
As long as you do the 7 years and pass at the end of it, why can't you be a doctor?
Nah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you 100%.
Why is that not graduating from the university anyway? I mean, who's gonna teach you to be a doctor?
I mean, how many years are you gonna be doing at uni plus the 7?
Yeah, you got at least 5 years uni plus 7 to be a doctor.
Yeah. Do you get what you're saying, Ozzy? So basically, like, it's pointless you going to uni. Just don't go to uni, but do the 7 years, which is what you need to become a doctor.
But who's going to teach you the 7 years? That's what I mean.
Whoever teaches them that. But what we're saying is, you don't need to have a university degree to be able to apply to become a doctor.
Well, I don't know about being a doctor, but in most of the cases, for example, being a software engineer, where I know a lot of people who learns coding from home or programming, for example. I know so many mates that they have learned how to code, and then they applied for companies and they've actually got the job because they can do the job.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you don't actually have to have a uni degree to be able to
No, I think
do a job.
Yeah.
But I don't know about being a doctor. It's a bit of a hard subject to talk about a doctor.
What
But
about like a pilot?
It's the same thing. You have to go. You have to have so many like A levels, O levels, and all these type of things to be able to apply to be a pilot.
Yeah.
They are making people's jobs difficult. A lot.
Yeah.
They are, but the best thing is, I reckon if you took somebody that's just passed pilot school, and then you took a 12-year-old kid that's been playing on the PS2 or PS5, whatever it is now, and they've been playing pilot games, I reckon if you put them next to each other and said, right, okay, we're going to test you both, I reckon a 12-year-old would win.
No chance.
I reckon.
Wait, ask the
No
question again.
chance.
Say the question again. Say what you said again.
chance.
So you got a pilot that's just passed pilot school.
There's a lot more to it.
Nah, go on. A pilot that just passed pilot school.
And let's say he's got to fly a certain plane.
Yeah.
And that plane is also on a simulated game on a PS5.
Yeah.
And the 12-year-old is brilliant at it.
Yeah.
Put them side by side and test them both. I reckon the 12-year-old would come out a winner.
I think you're bugging.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh yeah, I think you're bugging. Personally.
I think you could be that good.
What? So if you say you put them side by side.
Yeah.
And then say you put the kid in the actual plane, and then you put the pilot.
No, just on test.
On test.
Yeah. So you'll have like a simulated test.
Okay.
So you'll see that
Just a normal.
Yeah. So you're in a room. The pilot's there. He's flying a plane, and he's got to do everything he's got to do. land the plane.
Well, I've actually watched this video where a person with no pilot training tries to land the plane on a simulator. No chance. Absolutely.
What about the people
no
that
chance.
still
It looks a
planes
lot
and
easier.
just like? What about the people that like can just take off?
There you go.
I've seen cases of people that didn't manage to land it, but they managed to take off. All right.
I think that would be an interesting test. Maybe if there is a pilot SUSAT kind of computer thing that you want us to all kind of sit there and.
Well,
play.
I definitely
It's
disagree with everyone here because it's very hard to be a pilot. There's
man.
years of training to
Shout
it.
out
There's
to
a
the
lot
pilots.
of money where you
Shout
have
out
to
to the
invest
pilots.
just to be able to access to the course.
You can, but there's different people out there. I mean,
Like who's born to be a pilot, like Osman bin Laden. Or
well, let's say target. Let's say we all get a weapon and we set up a target thing. Who's going to win?
Probably you,
Why?
because you got experience with weapons.
But who's to say that I won't miss?
Yeah, true. I mean, to be fair, he's actually got a point. Like, we could still beat terrorists.
You could still hit the target more than me.
Yeah, maybe because you might be getting old, mate.
Yeah. I'm wearing
Joking,
beans now as well.
You're still young, bro. You're still young.
No, I'm not. Yeah, not young. Getting
mature.
old.
But nah, jokes aside, though, like, I get what you're saying.
I think there's definitely scope in it. Any more chats?
I don't know. We're 40 minutes in.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Let's have a look
There
at
is
another
there's
question.
there's actually one that I did.
Because we will be cutting some parts of it as well.
Yeah.
So let's do another one.
Oh, I'm in the wrong section. Okay. So I've got a question from Adam Fence. He's emailed us in and he said, "Is AI doing more harm than good?" Is AI doing more harm than good?
Definitely harm.
I feel like 100%. Yeah,
Uni
man.
students have stopped researching and just
Oh,
copy
yeah.
paste from AI,
Yeah.
and loads of jobs will be replaced. It'll be amazing for the big companies, big corporations, because they can get rid of stuff very easy.
I'll have to agree because from a knock on earlier, the AI is just technology is going too fast,
Yeah.
vastly too fast. We need, cutting hair, for instance. If you're going to say AI, give it another 20 years, there's just going to be you stick your head in a machine and it'll cut your hair for you.
Definitely.
So I'd say we don't need AI, but I think I think China do.
China loves it. Have you seen
Yeah.
their robot show on their?
No, but I've seen their massively overpopulated scores of people, which they've now said is a lie. So they've not got the 100 million odd people that they think they got. So they're wanting AI to come in quickly because they've got a declining workforce.
Well, look, I think AI.
Yes, AI sucks.
It does suck, but I think it's being used in good ways as well, but it's being used in bad ways as well. But obviously, it's being used for more harm than good. 100,000,000%.
What about making AI models?
What do you mean?
Like making a model of what you think is attractive.
Oh, on social media.
That's going to destroy all the families, all the family values, and that will be the end of us, I think.
Well, it's already taken over social media, though, hasn't it?
Well, definitely with porn industry and everything.
Oh,
all this
100%.
AI.
You reckon it's going to take like porn stars' jobs and like content creators, all of their jobs?
Well,
I think with AI and hopefully the group agreements, I think with AI and where it's going is only going to make things go underground. So that's, you said about your porn, everything that AI is kind of creating, people are going to know it's AI. It's not.
Nah, but look, hold on. It will get to a point where people don't know. Like to this day, like you can tell, but it will get in a few years. Have you seen how quick AI has actually evolved?
It's crazy.
It's
Compared to last year.
so far. Give it
It's
2 years.
It's crazy, and I know me and Red watched TV show.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna plug that, but you could see where AI is going. No one is safe.
Yeah.
Get rid AI now.
100%. I think it's taking people's jobs. People getting lazier. Wait, Ozzy, you've definitely seen people that do job interviews and they have AI ready.
Well,
literally
I've
answering
seen
all
it
the
on
questions.
myself where I've had to email some corporations, but I didn't do it myself. I just used AI to do it. I
Yeah.
just gave the good prompt. Give me this email. It was quite quick and easy, to be honest with you.
But if AI is doing everything, then everyone in the world is just gonna get dumber and dumber
Yes.
and dumber.
Yeah, I
Because
totally.
we
Do you know what I
Our
mean?
own
totally-
researchers.
Oi, you watched Wall-E, the Disney film. You remember at the end, and everyone's just so dumb, and all those fat people are just
Yep.
like riding around robots. And
And that's the future.
yeah, literally.
Move on from the AI thing because I think we're all in agreements that it's massively needs to be kind of cut back
Yeah,
immensely.
100%. Shall we go on another one?
Yeah, we would
Go for
keep them
another
going. Yeah, keep them going.
one? Okay, I've got one from Ben Barboza. Okay.
Oh,
Should people in the UK have a work siesta
Oh wow.
for the heat?
Well,
okay.
I think the business owners should, but not the employees.
What? Say that again.
I think if I own a business like my barber shop, right?
Wow.
Well, there's a well, for example,
Okay.
my dad, he loves his siestas, so he goes upstairs, he chills for an hour or two.
Yeah, but it's different though, because you're kind of like a family-owned business. It's not like a company. And you live right on top of work, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Well, for employees, I don't think they should have siesta, to be honest with you. I think they will only get lazier. Because when I
You
see
reckon?
really more Terry at work, I don't really think they do a lot of work.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think they're doing a siesta
Okay.
all day long, I think.
Wow.
Whoa, calm down, buddy.
I think someone's trying to bait us here.
Oh, I think someone's trying to rage bait us. At
I
this
think-
point, mate.
That yes to a siesta if it's hot weather, and you want to turn around and say, right, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or even 12 o'clock midday, we're going to shut the shop and we're going to open again at 3 o'clock. There's 3 hour siesta. That's absolutely fine. If you would normally finish at 5, then you're not going to finish till 8. So you'd have to open the shop for longer hours. So that
And
way,
what? To have the siesta.
to have the siesta, that way that the employee gets the money and the people get the rest out of the hot sun.
I mean, to be fair, it makes sense because you could have the siesta at the hottest period.
The
of
hottest
day.
period of the day.
But at the same time, do you want to be at work for that long?
If I'm having a siesta, yes.
But
What,
what,
if people got other stuff to do outside work though?
I would
But
have.
they have to because obviously they're taking a siesta. They have to stay at work longer. I think.
No, you don't have to stay at work. So if you live quite close to work
What
and
is
it's a
that?
siesta,
You live.
I
ages away
live,
from work.
yeah, but I'm quite happy to take a 3 hour siesta.
well, what if I have my 3 hour siesta, go down the beach, get really drunk, then how am I going to come back to work?
What,
That-
so you're
Why-
taking? You say
that-
people would take advantage of it.
Definitely. Oh, boss, I've got too drunk.
Okay,
oh,
but what
boss,
if-
I
That's-
can't come back to work
But
now.
what if you can do the siesta thing, but then people aren't allowed to leave their work?
No, you got to be able to leave the work, but technically you are still employed. You are just on your siesta. So that's the same rules as being on a lunch break.
So it's basically
Yeah.
a
So
3 hour
if you
lunch
come
break.
back fucked up,
Yeah,
if you come back
so
from that siesta
then-
fucked up,
Then your job's gone and we'll give it to somebody else.
yeah, I mean,
And it's only there for the hot weather. So, companies will say, well, we're going to open it this time on a bank holiday. They could do exactly the same. Hot weather's coming in. They know it's going to be hot. They can say, right, Monday, siesta starting. Siestas could be finished by Friday. It's just so that you don't have to work through the hottest period of the day.
yeah.
Or maybe more air cons in this country.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
more
is
air
actually
cons.
that is a good
Definitely.
point.
I have a fan in my shop, but it's not helping that
I-
much. I think we need
I
an
honestly
aircon.
think
Shout
that-
out to my boss from here. We need an aircon in the shop.
We all need
Is your
aircon.
boss gonna be watching?
I hope so.
I think I'd be quite happy to stay on till 8 o'clock if I had a siesta. And in the business that we're in, I think we would get...
Camera died, but
That's okay. We were talking of siestas, weren't we?
yeah, we were talking
Um,
about the siestas.
I personally, yes to a siesta because businesses will make more money staying open till a later point in the evening, because the worst thing I've experienced is I've been in the shop and Ozzy says before that we do new work, but you get to like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, everybody is already gearing up to go home, so you're seeing far less people at 4 o'clock. And we always get that thing where we'll finish at 5, but somebody has left work early, raced home, got something, raced to our shop, and they're now pulling in our business at 1 minute to 5, wanting to buy something. Where if we had the siesta, I think that would solve that problem, but obviously not all year round.
Yeah.
If I had siesta, I'd be working till really late. Which I think I work till 6:30 till 7 o'clock.
But I think
already.
the reason they don't have it is because it's just not a hot country in general.
The only country who does siesta is it Spain.
But why can't you employ someone for that?
The only country.
Why couldn't you employ someone to cover those 3 hours?
I can't even find a staff for my shop, let alone just finding someone just for 3 hours. That's impossible. It is.
You definitely
can't.
could, bro.
No,
there's definitely people out there that only want to work for 3 hours.
I mean, if you said it's 3 hours cash,
if someone just wants to do a 3-hour job in a hairdresser, it means that they're a bad barber. If you are good at this job, you have to do it all day.
they might just need money, bro.
Yeah, people do anything for money.
You know, you got a lot of people.
I'm sure they can't cut hair as well as I do. I'm sure I can get a crackhead right in front of my shop who he needs all the money in the world. I'm sure he can't do a haircut.
Mate, I reckon any crackhead from the road would cut better, cut hair better than you, bro. Bro, if you give them enough money, G, they'll fucking do the sickest trim they've ever done.
Mate, they'll do it for free.
They'll do it for a fucking beer, mate.
Right, are we wrapping this one up now?
Yeah, I think we are 52 minutes in.
Don't worry, we'll be back.
We'll be
just
back.
a short break to put the camera on charge, and
but yeah, this is the end of episode 1.
Hit like, follow, subscribe.
Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed our first episode of Chewing the Fat. And yeah, if you guys have got any stories or any interesting subjects or topics you want us to talk about, just email us at talktomefat@gmail.com. And Talk To Me Fat, by the way, is with a PH in it.
Well, we'll be putting a link down below on the video. So,
Chewing the Fat, guys.
Chewing the Fat.
You say it, we'll discuss it, and we'll chew it through.
Facts.